Hi there, this is Amanda Hill from the Social Media Cafe. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at some of the groups that many of you may be thinking about doing or managing. And one of the biggest issues you have are fake posters. These are people who are going to post mostly not good stuff that are aimed at tricking the people on your pages. So sometimes it's relatively simple to catch them out. If you have membership questions, which you can see here, then that will help weed a few out. And of course, if you have people only being approved by an admin, then it's down to the admin to check out whether they believe that account is fake or not. So some of the things that we see a lot are in things that are pending approval. Now, we took the decision to go pending approval, as once you get to a certain number of members, and 4,000 is a reasonable amount, then it's really much harder to actually look after that group properly. So whoever this particular person is, let's go and have a look. As you can see, picture here looks like it could be somebody who's real. Nothing up here. So if you go and view the profile, it's locked. Now that's not uncommon, but it doesn't tell you anything. So it's down to you whether you want to accept people who lock down profiles or not. So they've done absolutely nothing other than a few posts at some point. Now, they may have been pre-me, but I can see what answers they gave to questions. Now, the answers were updates and news, and they agreed to the group roles. What you would have seen originally is just this one picture. So unless you're actually going into every single profile who comes on here, this is very easily AI generated. Possibly is as well. But I'm not going to go and take a look at what she's done. I know from this post that this is a fake profile. Let me show you why. So this person is supposed to live in the UK. They're supposed to live in Cheshunt. There's a few things in here of spelling, so things like that, and varying other bits and pieces like pantry. Yes, we do use these words, but they're not everyday use for most things. And it's highly unlikely that this is a real profile. This is the biggest red flag though. Pay first. Pay a deposit. I don't think so. So the best thing to do with something like this is to decline the post and ban the author. Now, it will take out all recent activity and any future accounts, because what you don't want are people like this being able to access the group and get money from people without actually deserving it, if you like. Most people should realise that they pay through recommended routes and only when they have property in their hands. Sadly, many people are very trusting. So potentially I'm going to need to put in a post that actually says that and keeps people safe, because I believe we have a moral obligation to look after the groups that we are growing. Now, you can set different rules and different things to go on in the group, but it's down to you how you want it to flow, what you want it to be there for, and how you're going to either help the people and potentially benefit from it. So just take a very close look at whoever is wanting to come into your group, and when you set it up, do the settings so you can decide, are you approving people and are you making them jump a few hoops with some membership questions. My rule is, if you don't answer the membership questions, it's an instant no, you're not coming in. If they do answer them, depend on how they answer them. then I'm going to make a decision of whether they're coming in or not. Your group settings are here, so you can change things and permissions, and you can also add features. So things like a selling page, but try and make sure it lands on the main one rather than the selling page first, unless that's all it was ever used for. You will get an awful people using the selling pages where they're selling on multiple spaces, because that's how Facebook works for people selling on here. So your call how and what you want to do with it, your call as to what you want it to achieve. So set all those things out first before you get going on what you want to do with your group.